Commander, to the research labs.
On your
Thought
order,
I did all
Commander,
this.
I will begin researching the Advent chip for possible insights into its function. I'll
That
see that
one.
work begins immediately, Commander. I'll contact you when I have a full report available.
That research will keep Tygan busy for a while. In the meantime, you might want to head down to the armory.
Mm-hmm.
Commander, Jane Kelly was instrumental in the op to get you back. She
Yep.
earned enough experience for a promotion. We should
I
take
remember
care
that
of
much.
now.
Let
The
me see
Ranger
here.
serves on prime.
That's right, we got her as a ranger.
We're off
Carry
to a
on.
good
Slash
start.
ability.
Our troops
Perfect.
will only get stronger as they gain experience.
Jane Kelly.
Commander,
The only way to
to the
get her
bridge.
is to actually do the tutorial, the first part.
I heard you.
If you guys want to see those cutscenes, go check out the first episode. This is the second part of the tutorial. Let's get into it. I'm picking in Jane and 3 randos. Ooh, sausage party. Well, she's getting a baby put into her tonight. That's a bad joke. It's military humor. Military humor. I'm a veteran, so I guess I can kind of get away with it a little bit. Since I didn't experience it myself, but I saw it plenty of times while downrange. You know, when a boy and a girl really, no, I mean, when you're deployed, you really gotta like each other. Don't see a girl for almost a year, you'll jump on the first thing that has boobs. But yeah, when you lift a ban on, you know, doing all that while deployment, you're only gonna get some that get knocked up. So that's why I said bad joke, bad joke. Very bad joke from the military. But I mean, can it be a joke if it's truth? I don't know. You guys let me know. If you hear me grunting at all during the next few episodes I am recording here tonight, I plan on getting a few of these knocked out. I got a pinched nerve that is just kicking my butt right now. Just really been suffering all day. I could go to the VA, get some meds, but no. I'm just going to take an acetaminophen for the first time today. Honestly, I should have taken one of these a long time ago. Yeah. Who needs water? Let me see here. I have 8 turns to grab the converter. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to move one soldier up. Partial way up. And let's do this a couple times here. Alright, so that's 2. Now with this one, I'm going to bring it to this outside flank. And then Jane, I'm going to send straight. I mean, it's not on fire, but I don't trust it. I don't trust fires in this game.
Solid copy.
So I have 8 turns. I didn't see anything with that. That's on fire, so I'm not even going to bother. I've owned a flaming vehicle before. Bought a brand new car. Well, it wasn't brand new. It was brand new to me. Bought a new used car and probably should have, driven it for more than a few miles to get a feel for it. Dude used a can of Fix-All, as my stepfather likes to say. Quick fix to get the knocking out, and there was a lot of problems wrong with that car, honestly. But yeah, it didn't go so well. It did not go so well. Coolant issues, oil issues, you name it. So it looks like this guy's going to be by himself. So I'm going to do this instead. I'm going to send him over here. Put you into Overwatch. I really need to get people moved up now. So what I'm going to do is force them up. Alright, so still nothing. I have to get up to here. There's enemies there. There's probably some off over here somewhere. I learned in the last episode. Thank God I decided to do a tutorial. I learned in the last episode they like to hide people where you can't see them. So line of sight, very big in this game. You need line of sight to engage anything.
Scanning.
And that should cover it. Aha, you see? Look, right here in front of me. You know, as I say it, that's kind of crazy. The game's listening. I don't know how I should feel about that. I don't know what I should be worried about more. My pinched nerve or the AI listening to me. I did not give my consent. I did not give my consent.
Roger.
Alright, so I am going to take this right flank heavy. I'm going to do what I can. I mean, if I should probably get somebody on some higher ground over here. Let me see. So it's right there. I mean, there's not a whole lot of high ground on the way to here. I want to try and take this building if I can. But what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to send this guy up here, hide him behind this rock temporarily. I'll use him in the next round to engage potentially. Or alert the enemy of my presence. Oh, I didn't alert them of my presence. Perfect. Before breaking concealment with offensive action, consider putting squad mates into Overwatch in order to set up a deadly ambush. That is very, very good advice right there. I think that's what I'm going to do. Everybody's going into Overwatch. I need a good spot for her. One that's not going to get her killed. Honestly, any good spots for her? Nobody's going to get killed. Maybe right here? Maybe right here. No, it's too close. 66% chance. I mean, full send. Here we go. Locked in. We're going to succeed or we're going to fail, one way or another.
Enemy down.
Or one or the other. Ah, perfect. So that's that Overwatch they're talking about. Though, missed. Okay. So I could have sworn in the last episode, when I actually hit them, they froze altogether. So I'm thinking that's the tell here. So if they freeze in place, that means I'm going to hit. If they if they just keep moving, that means I'm going to fail. I knew I shouldn't have taken that shot. High ground and all, you still had that half cover. I mean, I want to use her melee, but at the same time, I feel like this isn't the proper time to use it. Maybe on the next batch. Let's go ahead and send him to an early grave. Shotty at point... What? How are you still alive? I don't know, if I would have taken that shotgun, you know, pretty much eaten it like he did, I wouldn't be here. They must have some really good armor. 61% to see if it's worth it. There we go. Enemy down.
Kill confirmed.
So I like that it's percentage based as well, allowing me to see, you know, the probability of the shot landing. Now you can get an 80% and still miss. Hell, you can even get a 99% and still miss. Honestly, if you're going full on probability, I mean, one of those times has to miss. I hope I don't experience that here. It's like, oh, I got a 99% chance that I missed. You know, honestly, with my luck, that probably happened more than once. Oh, I should probably not laugh. That hurts. Oh, I've been really sore all day. I don't know what the hell happened. I must have slept on it wrong. But it's like, I feel like it's pinched in two different spots. Like it hurts right up the base of my neck, and then there's another spot underneath my left shoulder, like all the way at the bottom of the shoulder. So the one, and the reason I think it's two different spots is usually a pinched nerve, you know, it affects one thing or the other. So the one that's higher up in my neck, I feel it going down into my left wrist. And then the one lower in the shoulder, I feel it radiating down my back and going towards my hip. So that's why I think I have two pinched nerves here. Not gonna lie, it is not fun. Either that or I just have one really bad pinched nerve. I don't know if you can have two pinched nerves at once. I don't know. But that's what it feels like.
On the move.
It feels like my body's falling apart, honestly. all the years. I mean, if you can even call it all the years of being in the Airborne. I mean, when you look at the quote-unquote average lifespan of an airborne soldier while in the military is about 3 years. You know, granted, World War II really put a huge negative towards that. And you had like an 80% chance to die within your first engagement. I think that was the percentage. I could be wrong. And it was a very high likelihood to die. So the average expectancy is about 3 years. I'm feeling like those 3 years were an eternity. Well, I was 3.5, med boarded before I could get the rest of my time in. But yeah, I feel like that was an eternity. My body is paying the price every single day. Oh, this is really starting to annoy me. I don't know if I'm going to be able to record too much tonight, you guys. I want to. But at the same time, I don't want you hearing me crying like a bitch. Is there anybody else I can put into action, maybe? Can I put him into Overwatch? If I put her here, maybe? It showed out of range. Yeah, it shows out of range. So let's see what happens here. Let's see if anybody makes the push. I hope he does, and I hope it lands. Do a shotgun from that range, and it landed? There's no way. This girl's a beast. She's hitting every shot. Not something I could hit my shot. Nah, I'm not gonna make a shot. I'm married.
The aliens have found a way to mind control them now.
I already made my shot. Okay, so no, yeah, when they moved it's still okay.
Hostiles coming in for the sides.
Uh-oh. That was close. Get out of my head. Maybe I should just let them do all the commentary they want to speak for me. Yes, I know, I'm sorry. I'm still new to this, dude. Besides, I thought you were the backup commander, ordering me around like I'm one of yours, bruh. Okay, so I'm sending him down to the tree, which should give me cover from everybody but the guy directly in front here, which I should engage for 3 damage. Let's see the probability, 84%, because he does have cover. 5 damage, he's dead. Next. I want to try out that blade. Oh, so I can run up to him. Perfect. I was hoping that would happen. Hi-yo! Ooh, 7 damage. Honestly, I should probably use the sword more often.
Target disabled.
And we got some loot on the ground. What do we get? Illyrium core. This valuable artifact powers all of the alien weaponry we've encountered. Okay, so it's kind of like a mix between ammunition. Oh, it says power, so it's, I don't know, it could potentially be ammunition. We can use it to create experimental weapons, armor, and ammunitions. Alright, there we go, perfect. So I was partially right. Now to kill him. Huh? Oh. Oh, so when you kill that, whatever it's controlling dies. That's awesome. Not gonna lie, I really like that aspect because you're breaking the, like if it was real, or at least physically possible, somewhat, theoretically possible, you're breaking the link from a dead creature and its living host, so that adds up. I like that. They actually put some time into this game. You know, thinking about what would happen in the real world if it were actually possible. Sorry about one of my neighbors. Probably heard his vehicle coming up. Honestly, that was him just, you know, coasting by. Man's usually going around that corner like a madman. Delays dark event projects by 2 weeks. Soldier hacking stat permanently increased by 20. I mean, how could I not try? Because I failed. Okay. I would have loved that hack. The permanent 20. That would have been nice. That would have been massive. Alright, but we got that completed. Is that everything?
Well, mostly normal.
Mostly normal.
Status confirmed. Mission accomplished.
Oh, flawless. Nice. So they actually rate me. I forgot about that in the first one, the first episode. So they do ratings. That's kind of cool. All right. So the mission was, in my opinion, a little easy. I'm still learning. If I can bump up the difficulty as I play, that'd be great. But I might be locked in for this easy difficulty. And this is my first time playing an XCOM game. My first time with this type of turn. Well, it's not my first time with turn-based. Pokemon kind of learned me on all this. However, needing to be tactical about it is first. Out of all the Final Fantasy games, I didn't play tactics or a couple other ones, so there are some gaps in my tactical knowledge. So I'm just going to use what I learned in the military for the most part.
I'm guessing Shen will probably want to have a word with you too.
I'm going to try to.
Serving as our demolitions expert.
If it fits. Honestly, when some people make shooting games, they don't take into account tactics, like squad-based tactics, team-based tactics. Grenade launcher. Okay. And a minigun. Very nice. So we got a grenade launcher, minigun, so he's a heavy. Or a grenadier. I'm just going to call him my heavy. We got our ghost, the ranger. What else do we have?
Operating some of our most advanced equipment, specialists deploy robotic drones on the battlefield that can be outfitted for combat or field medic duty.
Oh, combat, you say? So what? Kind of like command your gremlin to move to a friendly target. It grants that target a bonus of defense until it starts up the next turn. So, okay, so they're a support character. I'm assuming since he said it has some combat capabilities, it's probably meant to like shock. Medic, definitely I'll contemplate on having that on the team. A medic would be useful. And perfect, a sniper. I needed one of these. I was hoping for sharpshooters to be in this game. I was just about to say, do they have sniper class? And they do. Seems like they have pretty much your basic classes. If anybody is familiar with Battlefield or Battlefront, they're both, amazing games. They're more squad-based, 4-player shooters, which if you haven't played them, I highly recommend it. You'll really enjoy it. My preference is Battlefront. I love my Star Wars. Absolutely love my Star Wars, you guys. A huge nerd. Huge nerd. Dark side. Over the light. The Jedi way is it's a lie. They're covering up their feelings. You're not allowed to get married. Like, that's not living true to yourself. I mean, yes, it is learning to be mindful of others. But at the same time, nobody remembers people that are mindful of others. People remember the strong, the powerful.
It's perfect.
Not every dark side user was an evil POS.
Let's get it inside.
Were they evil? I wouldn't say so. They just had a different perspective. And they weren't afraid to have collateral damage in the way of their gains. Nothing was more sacred than their well, let me get this completed.
Okay.
Nothing was more important to the Sith than power.
Should fix that stabilization problem you had.
Knowledge.
Come on, Rover. It'll work.
And when it came to knowledge, they weren't forthcoming with it. They didn't even teach their apprentices everything they learned. But the only way to take over from an apprentice to become the next Sith Lord, kill the person teaching you. So you learned everything they had, or find you some holocrons.
He's gone. Dad gave everything he had to get us this far. This entire ship is his life.
Darth Bane's a savage. Darth Vitiate. Darth Vitiate's probably one of not my favorite Sith Lord, but he's up there. I think I respect Vitiate more than I respect Palpatine.
Finish what he started. Might not look it, but from here, I can fabricate pretty much anything you come up with. And with a little more help. Well,
And here's why.
amazed.
Vitiate conquered a planet when he was 13.
It was an honor to finally meet you.
Palpatine probably didn't even know what the Force was.
I should be able to put some of the stuff together in no time at all.
Okay, so they do want us to make that med kit. Perfect. I'm not sure if everything I was saying came out as robotic.
Rather than later. I'm on it, Commander.
Looks like Tygan has made
I
progress on
decided
his
to step
research.
outside
We should meet him in the lab.
for a little bit of relief. He hasn't done nothing all day.
Much of my own research wasted by a simple design. If only I had known. Ah, Commander, excellent timing. There's
What'd you
been
find?
some progress. I've managed
Okay.
to break down several key components of the chip implanted into your skull.
And go on.
My analysis reveals that its primary function was that of a conduit, passing a vast amount of data directly to your cerebral cortex. With the
Interesting.
primary connection severed, much of that data is lost.
Ah,
Several
unfortunate.
fragments do remain, however.
Look, the Matrix.
If you will. Observe. Tactical combat simulations. War games. The sheer volume of encounters you were processing was astounding. It is truly remarkable that you survived as long as you did.
So this man just played 20 years of XCOM 2 in his head.
This chip.
They need to put him in charge. You guys are relying on the wrong person. I'm gonna get you all failed. I'm gonna get you lost. 20 years at combat sims. Dude must be a machine right now. He is tuned into their frequencies. Knows all their patterns.
Would be the only way to know for certain. A
could
greater
you
understanding
not?
of these implants would undoubtedly benefit us all, Commander.
Yeah. I'll get right on that after the medkits. Complete an
The
autopsy.
systems have clearly been modified to allow for their subordinates to receive new orders psionically. The
Incoming further
implanted
force
chips
conducting
feature
streaming invasive procedure on the commander in order to remove what appeared to be an implant carefully enmeshed within the occipital lobe. Although all indications were that the device was not designed for removal, concerns as to the commander's potential longevity and the risk of possible remote manipulation by the aliens left us with little alternative. Despite my concerns, the commander has so far felt no lasting effects from the procedure and appears to be recovering ahead of expectations. Hey, I was reading. As for the chip itself, my initial findings are alarming to say the least. The device is psionically driven by the latent energy of the subject's brain, in this case, the commander. More importantly, it appears the device functions as both a transmitter and receiver, relaying information via some form of psionic link. Even after removal, I've had to shield the device to contain the residual psionic field surrounding the implant itself, for fear of what it might be capable of. If my current theory is correct, the commander may have played a more important role in Advent's operations than we could have possibly imagined. R. Tygan. Interesting insight. Thank you, Tygan. So that, my friends, is the reason that I want to also work on Final Fantasy XIV, eventually, sometime down the road. A lot of the content in that game, there's a lot of reading. However, I can fill the silence by reading what's on the screen. There's not too many audible cutscenes for how lengthy of a game it is, but I do want to give it my best. I don't think anybody's actually ever gone through and read everything aloud and recorded it and uploaded it, so I wouldn't mind being the first. Now, I doubt I'm going to get everything recorded, as there are some dungeons that I don't mess around with. Extreme. I do occasionally play around in the Savage community, though you're not going to find me on any Extreme. None of that nonsense. Oh God, no. That's beyond my capabilities. Honestly, it's just because I don't have a proper group, and yeah, I could probably do it. I could probably do those Extremes if I had a better understanding, I guess, of those mechanics. But since I haven't done them, I don't know them. But enough of that, let me get back into this one. So we have modular weapons for 3 days, 2 days for those hybrid materials, 3 days for one Advent officer corpse, which that's something we needed to do. So I think, what is that, 3 days for modular? Let's go for the 3-day modular.
Area of research to be among the more intriguing options available.
What's all this?
We'll begin work immediately. I'll send word when a complete report
What's
is
this?
available.
Looks like Shen got that converter
Can I place things here?
We're ready for you on the bridge.
I don't know. Maybe later. It's not letting me interact with them now. Alright, to the bridge. I can either come up here or I can hit triangle. I'm going to hit triangle though.
Stay clear of the perimeter, understood? Commander, good. I think we got something here.
Okay.
Despite all of Advent's efforts, there are still people who refuse to believe their lies. And it's time
Right.
we let them know they're not alone. We've already located a target for our first operation.
Sir,
Okay.
given our current location, there's actually no way the Sky Ranger could reach that position.
Who said anything about the Sky Ranger? Shen, status report. Are we ready?
Short answer?
Huh?
Yes. But you might all want to hold on to something.
What's going on here? Is that what I think it is? Is that what I think it is? Why can't I think of the name of the ship from the Avengers movies? Is that what I think it is? I think it's it totally is one of those. A flying aircraft carrier, more or less. A flying base. That's awesome. Yeah, that is pretty cool, not gonna lie. However, I'm not sure if the proportions to the rear stabilizers is gonna be enough. You know, yeah, there's a lot of bulk to the front, but because of that pitch, you need something that's gonna be substantial enough for when you do that rollback.
We're ready to start making moves, Commander.
Acquire a new
Hitting
target
Advent
from our
wherever
guerrilla
we find them,
operations
we can
against
help
Advent
strengthen the
Commander.
resistance. In return, they'll contribute material and personnel to support our operations.
Well, you know what? I think now is a good place to go ahead and pause and save this recording, as I don't know how much time I'm gonna need for this next mission. So I know in the first episode I said I would take time to prep for the next mission, but it doesn't look like I'm gonna have time for that one. So if you guys enjoyed this one, make sure to smash that thumbs up for me. Let me know down in the comment section what you think. If you want to see more, if you don't want to see more, you know, I'm here to create content for you guys. So please help me to help you. But in the meantime, I'm going to continue making this kind of content. I'm really enjoying this game. This is my first time playing it, like I said. Really enjoying it. It's different, but you know, the over the top, I'm really liking that aspect. The camera, how I can rotate it. I don't have full control of camera, but that's fine. You know, I can rotate and adjust. I mean, I guess it's kind of full, but you have to do things. But yeah, again, hit that thumbs up, you guys. Hit those buttons if you're new. Other than that, I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your day. You guys take care, you stay safe, and I'll catch you in the next episode where we're going to knock out this guerrilla ops and figure out where to go from there. I still want to know what those little boxes in the middle of the ship were. But alright, you guys, you take care, you stay safe. I'll catch you in the next one.